I was the good kid, but I was low-key naughty, if that makes sense. So, good in the eyes of the teachers, but the guys that knew me knew that I was a rubbish.
How was at school? Firstly, I was a hard worker. Always on academics, but I was also quite involved in like everything, to be honest. I did, all the sports that I could: cricket, athletics, rugby.
Back in school, I was definitely a naughty boy. I went through quite a bit of things back in school, so I kind of acted out and I was rebellious, and I looked a lot older than what I was, so I started jolling quite early. So
at school, I'd say I'm probably smack bang in the middle of being between a good kid and a naughty kid. Probably leaning more towards the naughty kid than the good kid. Naughty to the teachers, good to the people. Like a Robin Hood.
At school, I was one of the naughty kids. I always managed to get into trouble, and it's always stirring the pot a bit.
At school, I was basically the in-betweener. Like, I was a bit naughty, but good enough for the teachers to still like me.
I was head boy of the boarding school, so I was definitely a good kid in the teachers' eyes. But we got away with a lot, so bit of 50-50. But I always had respect for people, and I was never malicious. So in that regards, definitely a good boy.
I would say I was an equal balance. So I was head boy at my school as well. First non-white head boy at my high school and at my primary school. And I was a 50-50. I was the head boy who was somewhat corrupt, but also knew his stuff, like work-wise. So
yeah, I think I had a healthy combination between being naughty and good. Never did my homework. I was sort of more focused on sports at school, and then my academic side took over when I went to varsity. So I think I was definitely not well behaved, but I wasn't overly rude to teachers either.
I was a pretty good student in front of the teachers though, but you gotta have that little bit of naughty side with the boys. So I was actually a prefect, so I was the cool prefect.
I was very different on and off the sports field. On the sports field, I was like a star pupil. I was always there. I was never late or anything like that. In class, completely different story.
I was a good kid up until grade 9, then I went to government school, so I became a bit more naughty there. I was the type of guy that got high grades but didn't do much.
One of the things that I'd probably be remembered by in social circles in school would perhaps be the thing that I want to be remembered for in life, which is AGDG, so all glory to God. That's my motto.
people at school would probably remember me for water polo, being a sportsman, being BFG, big friendly giant. Yeah, once I got out of that silly rebellious phase, I became quite a good egg.
What would people remember me for at school? Probably just, maybe being class clown and obviously just being quite good at rugby.
At school, people remember me for my jokes.
They will remember me for being the first black head boy.
People would probably remember me by my hair. I used to straighten it all the way, when you take all your hair and you just cover your entire face with your hair, and then at the top you just make it stand up a bit.
Just the guy that was smiling, that was energetic, friendly with everybody. But I was the first black head boy at my school, which is a great milestone.
People remember me for, it's literally always laughing and smiling, and I was just that guy that just always played basketball.
So people remember me for sports, being a cricketing man, and just a lot of jokes, I'm assuming.